Yeah.
All right, Vince. What is love to you?
Love to me is, God is love. So, the Bible talks about it in 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. Love does not boast. So, in the essence, of course, God is love, but what they teach us is love is the quiet understanding and acceptance of imperfection. So, and that's me. I learned that even in school. So, love is love is something that is probably so deep. We try to find ways to express it and explain it, but we probably can't, in a sense. That's what I would say love is. Love is something that we probably will never truly fully comprehend, but of course, we'll make every attempt to.
Yeah. So, what do you love about Tiffany?
What do I love about Tiffany? I love the fact that she is herself. She's true to herself through and through. She's not trying to be like anybody else. She loves who she is, the skin she's in. She wants to always be better. She's always striving to be a better person, inside and out, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all aspects of her life. She's always trying to be greater. And when you see something like that and you find it appealing, it's what you tend to gravitate towards, because that's what you also, if that's also what you want to do, you in turn will tend to lean that way as well. You find that attractive.
So you feel like she makes you better?
Absolutely. She pushes me in ways that, even though I don't want to be pushed, I need to be pushed. I think that's what you need in a partner and a spouse, is someone who's going to have you do things you've never done before. And it's only to make you better. It's not to criticize or to belittle or put you down, but it's to motivate, encourage, and uplift you, because they see something in you that you don't see in yourself, which is always a positive. And it's the same way I try to uplift her in various aspects as she does for me.
So if you could sum it up in one word, how Tiffany makes you feel, what would it be?
If I could sum up in one word how Tiffany makes me feel, I would say understood. Because you want someone in your life who understands you, not just, and they also have to, of course, accept you, but understands the person you are. They're not trying to change you as a person. Again, want to make you better. As I would always want anybody to make me better, but understands I am the way I am and is not trying to change that about me. Just sees more greatness in me that I might not see, or the potential to do certain things, and it's going to push and encourage me. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes we get so caught up in wanting to appease that person and be what they think we want. We try to be what we think they want us to be. And again, what I love about her is that's not the case. She just wants me to be me. She doesn't want me to try to be anything she sees on social media, or the ideal man or things like that. She just wants me to be me. And that genuineness is a rarity in my mind, and I appreciate and love her the more for that, is that she doesn't want anything but that.
Is this your first time getting married?
It is my first time getting married. It's my first and only time getting married. And I know nobody gets married planning to get divorced. So, and I understand that. But for me, I take marriage very seriously. My grandparents were married for over 50 years. So I have a true example of what marriage is like, the good and the bad, and the commitment that it takes. And I understand that it's not gonna be perfect. That's something that I've realized going into, this is that I'm not perfect, she's not perfect. But, as long as we love one another and we communicate, of course, communication, you hear about it all the time in a relationship, messages and advice, you have to be able to communicate, of course, stay faithful and committed and all those good things, and you also have to try, what I'm saying? You have to not just say, oh, I hope it works out, what I'm saying? You actually have to do it, I don't want to go into this just saying, it might, it might be okay, I don't really know. No. A long time ago, I realized there was a difference between thinking and knowing. I don't think 2 + 2 is 4. I know 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
So it's certainty. So I know I love her and I know I want to be with her. I know I want to spend my life with her. And once you know something, it's kind of, solidified. So I take that true to heart and go forward knowing that's what my mindset is. So now there's really not much else, that I can really say about it.
It's just,
yeah.
So when did you know?
That is a great question. Probably about a year into our relationship. You allow fear to sometimes make you second guess what you're thinking, and you become nervous and concerned, like maybe I'm rushing this, or maybe it's too soon, things like that. Again, that comes into that following the formula kind of thing, like, oh, you have to be with someone so long before you realize they're the one. I don't personally see it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's about how they make you feel.
Right.
It's about what you want, it's about what they want, and what you're trying to do together. So I am one who goes off of feeling. And once I felt that, instead of being fearful of it, I embraced it and said, okay, let me explore this and make sure this is how I truly, genuinely feel. I thought about it, prayed about it heavily. And once I felt that it was confirmed in my spirit and just in my mind, there wasn't much else that I really needed to think about. Once I knew and didn't just think it, everything else was kind of said and done.
What do you want people watching this to take away from it?
What do I want people watching this to take away from it? That people change and people grow and can experience true love in their life. They have to be open and receptive to it. And taking it from me, I want individuals to take away that I was once one who was fearful of true love because I didn't understand it, because I thought, how could someone love me from all the things that I've done in my life? Why would someone love me truly, just for who I am, not for what they want me to be or the perception they have of me? They just love me, just period. It's a thought that can cause someone to shy away from that sometimes and really block out what could be, true love in their life. So it's more or less an encouragement and a testament to those who are, of course, seeking love, true love. And it's basically to be open to it and be receptive and know it and have the discernment to see it, for when it is true love and when it isn't. So
any sort of other relationship is better when you love yourself.
Absolutely. I think self-love has to be first. I had to love myself first before I loved Tiffany. I had to have the confidence and the maturity and self-esteem in myself, so that I could be not just what she wanted, but what she needed. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that every partner needs, and you have to be able to provide those things. Of course, you want to give them all their wants and things like that, but the needs to me are mandatory. So I wanted to make sure that I was fully ready to give her everything she needed, and I had to be intact and whole and complete myself. I had to be a whole person. You know, they say sometimes this person makes me complete. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I kind of see where they're going with it. However, I feel that I have to be a complete person myself before I come to you, and then we make two complete people. So it's not just you're half and I'm half, or you complete me and things like that. No, I complete myself, but you add to that completion, you add to that happiness and that love.
How has Tiffany changed your life?
How has she changed my life? You know, you meet people all the time and they may, you know, change your life or get you thinking for a moment about certain things. She's come into my life and my whole mindset has changed about possibilities of what I want to do with my life. Never even thought about certain things that are going on or in the works. She's encouraged me to open my businesses and explore, you know, various avenues. I mean, she's always encouraging me to do things. She's just changed my mindset, which in turn has changed how I move and how I become more productive as a man, as a person, as a professional. I think it's something that was needed and necessary, and I thank God for it. Honey, I really love you very, very much. I did this to show you how I feel. I know a lot of times I don't express myself and say what I'm feeling, but I wanted to show it to you and to literally the world, everybody on social media, everybody, so they'll know for sure who I am, where I stand, what I want, and what I believe we have. I love you, and I can't wait to marry you.